little bit dark, 5:30 in the morning. This is the Noosa River ferries, North Shore ferries. And it's only a couple of minutes from one side to the other. So after I left the ferry, I drove down to the beach, parked until I could drive onto the beach, which was probably about 2 hours after 8 a.m. In the meantime, I grabbed my camera and a glass sphere called a lens ball. Gives a different perspective of photos, and captured these images using the lens ball at sunrise. Hi and welcome back. It's been a while since I've done a video, so this will be probably about a month or so. But I'm up the Sunshine Coast, north of Brisbane, about 2.5 hours north of Brisbane, on the Kalula coast. I'll be heading down to the beach shortly, driving up to Double Island Point and to Rainbow Beach, and then culminating in a full moon photo, hopefully tonight. But before I can get onto the beach, I've got to let the tyres down, so I use these old Storm tyre deflators, and I'll drive down to the third cutting to get ready for the tide to go out. It's high tide at 8 o'clock, I think, so I'll have to wait an hour or so to dry on the hard, flat sand. So easy on the car, fuel. Anyway, I'll let these tyres down. They're preset to 18 psi, so they turn off as soon as they hit psi, 18 psi. So no mucking around. I'll still check it with the gauge. They come in a set of 4. So I've already done the other side, so I'll just do these two. Takes all the guesswork out. I'm up at the third cutting at the moment. I'm just coming down to have a look to see what the tide's like. It's still coming in. A little bit too high yet. I'll just spin you around and have a look at the view anyway. Beautiful part of the world here. Mightn't be too bad. I'll just go down a bit further and have a look. It's a bit cut up from all the cars from school holidays. School holidays finishes today, so a lot will be heading back today. But that's the reason why I came up, because everybody's going. Anyway, I'll have a look at the part of the beach that's not all churned up. That's the direction I'm heading to, up to Double Island Point. You can just make it out to the right there, and as you can see, it's a beautiful part of the world. Down there is Noosa Heads. You can't drive south of here, probably for about 2 k's, but you can back on the beach at what they call the first cutting, where you turn right and head down to the Noosa North Shore.
going past Tiwa, it's 40km/h zone. Even though it's on the beach, all the laws of road rules of Queensland can be applied here because it's a designated road. Freshwater camping area. It's also a track at when the beach is at high tide and you can't get through. It's pretty low high tide today, so it's really good. But this is the nice camping area. It's got a day use area, and there's a little lake, freshwater lake. Rainbow Beach is about 19 kilometres straight up, and the campground is off to the right there. Stayed here once, I think, but it's quite nice. There's no amenity. Oh, there's a toilet block, I think, but nothing else except for the beach. This is the rather steep walking track up to the Double Island Point Lighthouse, where I parked down the bottom. Just seen the car there. Nice spot here. It's a steep old track heading up to the lighthouse. 2.2 kilometre round trip. So I'll get me exercise this morning anyway. Just having a breather. That nice spot to have a breather. So there's the lighthouse up there. Anyway, keep going. Nearly there. See the top of the lighthouse. Right down the end, as far as you can see, is where I came from. Double Island Point, named by Captain James Cook when he discovered Australia. The Double Island Point Light is an active lighthouse located at the summit of Double Island Point, a coastal headland within the Cooloola section of the Great Sandy National Park. The lighthouse was constructed in 1884. The light was originally a kerosene field light, but received a major reconstruction in 1933. In 1980, the light was converted to 240 volt, and finally solar conversion took place in 1991. It became automated in 1991 as well. The lighthouse is made of timber-clad frame with galvanised iron plates painted white with the red dome that you can see. Unfortunately, there's no public access to the inside of the lighthouse. This is called the Leisure Track. It cuts through the mainland so you can get over to Rainbow Beach. Is on the other side of the Leisure Track. There's a big lagoon that empties out into the ocean. So we're going to go 10.7 k's left to Rainbow Beach. It's all changed since I was here last year. You used to be able to go left here. Not anymore. Up here by the looks of it. It never fails. Pull off somewhere you're the only one and somebody will come and stop right on top of you. Nikon D850 matched up to a Sigma 70 to 200, and what I want to do is get a long exposure with the water breaking over the rocks in front and get the sailing boat in the background. So at the moment it's 1 second using Noosa filters. What is it, a 64 ND 64, just to cut the shutter speed down. I didn't want to go too slow, otherwise, because the boat moves all the time and you get a blurred boat. So I wanted to get the water breaking on the rocks and the boat in the background. So if it's worked out, I'll show it to you now. We're approaching Rainbow Beach, so it's down to 40 k's an hour. There's a lot of pedestrians that come down from Rainbow Beach. They don't have a car and they just walk along the sand. They're entitled to do. I parked up just north of Rainbow Beach. Got all the camera and gear all set up, ready for the full moon photo later on. And while I was there, this bloke turned up, which kept me entertained for probably about 15-20 minutes. Okay, what I want to do this afternoon is get a photo of the full moon rising over Double Island Point. Now, hang on a sec, I'll just make that a bit darker. Zoom in. The Double Island Point lookout, the lighthouse is on top of that sort of knob that sticks up there towards the point. So if all my calculations are right with PhotoPill's app, the moon should be rising behind it. So anyway, only time will tell. So if it works out all right, I'll show it to you, show you the photo at the end of this video. But I've got the Nikon D850 with the Sigma 150 to 600 lens. So a bit of reach there to get it. So anyway, if it works out all right, you'll see it at the end of this video. Waiting patiently, got about 10 minutes to go. The old moon should be making an appearance. Full moon photos, hope you enjoy them. And until the next video, catch you later.